Guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm doing something a little bit random, a little bit strange. It's not usually what I do, and that is I'm turning myself into a human painting. I actually got this idea off of the TV, which is really random because I don't watch TV a whole lot, but my mom was watching something in the kitchen and I was doing whatever, and they were talking about a photographer that turns her photos into paintings. So what she does is she paints the whole photo. There was like a Mini Cooper that she had turned into a painting, and a person she painted from head to toe into like this beautiful painting, then takes photos of it. So basically she just covers the whole thing in paint and then takes photos, so it looks like a real life painting, and it looked fantastic. And I was like, hey, I want to try that. So that was in the back of my head for ages, and I kind of forgot about it. And lately I've been in a bit of a rut, I suppose you could call it. I still sketch and draw and stuff, but nothing I want to put up here, and I'm doing an awful lot of work outside of YouTube, just, you know, to make money. So I don't have an awful lot of time, and all my creative energy is kind of going towards that. So I really needed something to kick me up the butt and say make a YouTube video, you know. I have things coming in the future. It will either be Friday or Monday. I have something really amazing coming, and I'm really excited about that. But other than that, I don't have a lot going on. And last week there wasn't a video, there was just an update video, which was kind of silly. So yeah, I wanted to basically just kick myself into gear, and this is how I was going to do it. I was laying in bed last night trying to think of something to draw. I had sketched out a painting, I had sketched out a drawing yesterday, and yeah, it's nice and all, but it's not fantastic, and it's, you know, I just wasn't feeling it. I'll probably use it sometime in the future when I think of something better to do with it, but right now it wasn't what I wanted to do, so I just kind of left that to the side, and I was just awake until all hours last night thinking of something I could do, and then this hit me. I was thinking, oh my god, I could do face paint. That's where all this came into it. I kind of remembered that I wanted to do this, but first I was going to paint my face like Starry Night, like Van Gogh. Yeah, I wanted to paint my face like that, but then I was like, no, I could just turn myself into a painting, and I remembered this all over again. I had just kind of stored it in the back of my head, so that's exactly what I've done. Now, going into the process, I started off, I was going to use acrylic paint. I have Winsor & Newton Galleria acrylic paints, and I was going to use them to paint my face, but I wanted to make sure first that they weren't toxic. No, they're not toxic, but it doesn't recommend that you put it on your skin. They say that specifically, like, as long as you're clever about it, they're not toxic, you know. And even with all the warnings of don't put it on your skin and it's very difficult to come off, like it dries like a plastic, and you have to take it off very carefully because it's bad for your skin. And on top of that, when I looked it up, they were like the only way to get it off skin is with oil and stuff. Now these paints, they're not the most expensive, so they do come off with water, but I suppose if you were thinking of putting really expensive acrylic paints in your face, you'd need baby oil and stuff like that to try and get it off again. Now that's always a risk. That was kind of a risk I was willing to take. I was like, I could still do it with acrylic paint because I wanted it to be very opaque and painty. So I was still kind of pushed for the acrylic paint, but then I was talking to Hetty's Art and Black Summer Colouring, and they were like, maybe you should get body paint. Now I do have body paint. I have face paints, Snazaroo face paints, if anyone's interested. I got them off a friend. She was moving country after college. She gave them to me, and then I've kept them in the back or whatever because I used them at Halloween. They're fantastic for Halloween, you know, things like that. I painted my face last year with them and they were lovely, but I do remember, you know, having to build the colour a lot, and I was like, oh, I don't want that, you know. And on top of that, I had tested the acrylic paint on my hand along with face paint, like 2 splashes of white in my hand to see which one was more opaque. Of course the acrylic was going to be more opaque, and it seemed to come off my hand okay, the acrylic paint, but I decided against it after all that because my skin is quite sensitive. On top of that, I'm quite pale, and blues and purples and stuff apparently stain, so I didn't want to be walking around stained for a couple weeks. So that was fun. I decided to go with the safe route and use the Snazaroo face paints, so that's fine. But what I did do was I let them sit with a little bit of water on them first, just so it soaked it up and loosened up a bit, because they come in like little paint discs, like if you've ever seen the Crayola watercolors, they come in like little round painty things. They come like that. So there's not an awful lot of face paint, but it does go quite a long way. So I let them soak up, let them get nice and goopy, and then I went into it, and they actually turned out really well. I found that the less water you use, the more opaque it was, just because you're obviously putting more paint on your face, you're kind of splashing it on. And I also found while I was doing this that if you let a layer dry and then go in over it, you get that kind of brush strokey effect. Because I did actually stop prematurely in this video. I stopped and I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, it looks okay, I think I'm done. I wasn't sure, I didn't want to ruin it and go too far, and I took a photo with my phone. I had stopped the camera recording and all this at this point, and I took a photo with my phone, and I was like, it's not as textured as I want it to be. So I went back in, and by this point it was completely dry on my face. The brush marks just came out great at the end. So yeah, I just really enjoyed doing this. It was great fun. It's cool to shake things up once in a while if you're kind of feeling like you're in a little bit of a rut creatively. Try changing up your medium, your canvas. It was an absolute biatch to wipe off my face afterwards. I'm still slightly blue in like my hairline and stuff, so that's fun. But other than that, it was great fun. You know, it's just a laugh. So yeah, if anyone else wants to try this out, let me know. Link me to your videos down below because I'd love to see it. If I find out who that photographer is, I'll give her credit, but I can't remember her name. I'll have to do some research. I'll put it in later. Other than that, that's it really. Let me know what you guys think of this, and let me know if you want to see anything in the future, because that is also a great help when I'm feeling down and stuff. Just giving you guys what you want to see is a great way to pull me out of a slump. So, whoop. My mic fell. Anyway, that's really it. I hope you have a great day. Bye! And just a quick little thing to let you know that there's about 5 days left until the contest ends. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just down below, please check it out. It's a sassy potato contest. I only have four entries so far, and so really high chance of winning, and there's some fabulous arty prizes to be won, so get your entries in please. Also, I hope you have a great day. I've already said that, but I'm gonna say it again. Bye!